You probably can fit inside the canopy, right? Sorry, I've been in an Aerotow, but I have not flown one before.
I'll do the takeoff and I'll teach you it as we go up then.
Okay. I just want to use the camera. Thanks. Sorry?
You started the camera?
Yeah, I don't want to fiddle with it once we get in.
You might have to shuffle down a little bit. Okay?
Yeah, I guess
Good.
it's alright, yeah.
Well, do your shoulder straps off a little bit tighter and then you won't... Okay.
Yeah.
Controls, ballast, straps, instruments, flaps, trim, canopy and brakes. Personal. Okay, are you sitting comfortably?
Yes. All secure, strapped in and ready.
Okay, as with the winch launch, on the ground we use fairly coarse control movements. Keep the wings level, keep the glider pointing at the tug. We'll get airborne shortly before the tug. We'll go up 5 or 10 feet and wait until he gets airborne. And then it's like formation dancing. He leads, we follow.
Okay.
So when the tug moves up, when the rope is about tight, that's more or less the position the tug will be in during the tow.
Okay.
So basically what we do is make a picture of the tug in the canopy and then keep him in that position. So big coarse movement at this stage. Get the nose wheel off the ground, balance on the main wheel, and then we'll get airborne and we'll go up to about here. He takes off and then we stay in that relative position.
Okay.
if I get a rope brake, I'll be landing straight ahead,
Yep.
outside the airfield. But from about here, I've got enough height and enough energy to turn through 180 degrees and land back on the airfield.
Yep. Yeah, there's 300.
So
Yeah.
what I'm doing is keeping the tug in that relative position. I'm also looking at the relationship between the tailplane on the tug and the main plane. If I go down a little bit, then I'll move into the turbulence caused by the prop wash there.
Yep.
If I come up, it'll go smooth. If I go up a little bit further, then I start to lose sight of the tug.
And
I don't really want to go any higher than that.
okay.
So that's about the right position. Now, if you follow through gently
Following through.
and you have control,
I have control.
big shower over to the left. Try not to use the rudders too much.
Okay.
Unless you're using the ailerons, you don't need the rudders. The secret is to keep your wings level with the tugs.
Okay. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. Wings level with the tug.
Yeah. And if you get out of position, you just put your wings level with the tug and let the tug do all the work. He'll pull you back into position.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Up a bit. It's all gentle movement.
Yep. All gentle movements.
Okay, I have control for it.
Yeah.
Have a break. You must be worn out. That's good. Just keep your hands and feet on the controls. You'll feel what I'm doing. Very little.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, you have control again.
Okay, I have control. Right.
glider fly up above the tug.
Okay, when I pull the release, let the glider fly up above
Yeah.
the tug.
But at 4,000 feet, we've still got another 300 or 400 feet to go.
Does it get frustrating for the tug pilot when towing a glider behind?
No, it's actually quite a fascinating process because what you're doing is managing the engine. You use full power all the way up and then you have to cool the engine down gently on the way down. Pull the release and let the glider climb.
Okay. The release, let the glider
Climb.
climb.
It gets you away from the rings on the end of the rope.
Alright.
Okay?
Trim for
Settle
45.
down, trim for 45, have a look around, see where you are. Where's the airfield?
Right. Airfield is to our right and behind slightly.
Okay. Hassle check height we've got enough of. We'll discontinue the exercise by 1,000 feet.
Sorry?
We'll stop at 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Airframe we know about. Strap security.
Okay, yep. So
Camera
height.
on securely.
Yep. Definitely.
Location not over the airfield or a built up area. Turn to the right.
Turning to the
See
right.
where the airfield is.
Yeah. So there's the airfield.
Which one?
Wait, is that
Yeah,
it?
that one's quite a nice one, but it's not Lasham.
Ah, okay. So
Keep
that's-
turning.
Keep turning.
Now look out to the right. That one's
Okay, yeah.
Lasham there.
I see it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So we'll have to just keep an eye on. I'm not quite sure which way those clouds are going. I think they're actually coming from the southwest. So we'll just keep an eye and make sure we can get back to the airfield.
Yep.
Okay, what I'd like you to do is straightforward stall and recovery.
Okay. Straightforward stall and recovery.
So that bring the nose up, let the
Bring the
nose
nose
drop
up.
and then recover. And I don't want a big forward movement, I just want a recovery with a minimum of loss of height.
Okay. So that's the nose dropping.
Okay, good. Bring the nose up to the horizon,
Bring the
or
nose
where
up.
the horizon would be if you could see it.
Yep. That's my guess.
Bit higher.
Bit higher.
Yeah, get the speed coming back at about a knot a second.
What do you mean by a knot a second?
Well, follow me through. I have control for the moment.
Okay.
Right. See, the speed is reducing
Ah, right. Yes.
at about
okay.
1 knot a second.
Yep.
Okay. You have control. Just hold the nose there.
Holding the nose here.
Tell me when it's stalled. A little buffet.
Yeah.
Control's fairly ineffective.
Yeah.
Noise has got a bit less.
I can feel a
But
bit
we're
of
still
it.
actually flying, aren't we?
Can feel a bit of a shudder coming through
Yeah.
the controls.
Okay. Now just ease the nose forward a tiny bit. There.
Using the nose.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're flying again. This time I'm going to stall it with a wing drop.
Okay.
And when I say recover, I want you to bring the nose, reduce the stall first, and then bring the wings level second.
Okay.
I have control. Just move away from that cloud.
Nose drop, wings level, nose drop, wings level, nose drop.
Okay, recover. Okay, it's fairly gentle, isn't it?
Yep. So that was quite easy going.
Okay, spin recovery. I'll do the first one, you follow me through.
Okay.
What we're
spin.
going to do is, when we're spinning, when I say recover, you're going to put on full opposite rudder,
Full opposite rudder.
Ease the stick forward
Ease stick
until the rotation stops.
Okay.
Centralize the rudders. Bring the nose up from the dive.
Could you repeat that one more time just so I know?
When we're spinning, when we recover, we put on full opposite rudder.
Full opposite rudder.
Ease the stick forward.
Ease stick forward.
Until the rotation stops.
Okay.
When the rotation stops, centralize the rudder, bring the nose up.
Okay. So it's reverse the spin first before bringing the nose back up.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is make it spin to the right. And we recover, full opposite rudder, ease the stick forward, bring the nose up. And it's as quick as that. Happy?
Wow, okay, that was a
You
bit
want
of
to see that again?
That was quite a sensory overload.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually like to see how that
Okay, we'll do this
works
one to
again.
the left then. Spinning to the left, full opposite rudder, ease the stick forward, centralise the and bring the nose up.
Okay.
Happy?
Yes, I think so. So
Okay.
full opposite rudder until you stop the rotation.
Yeah, it's almost full opposite rudder on and off again.
Okay.
With this K13 it's actually very quick. Okay, I'll put it into a spin. When I say recover, you have control.
Okay.
Okay, so you need your hands and feet on the controls.
Hands and feet on the controls.
Okay. What I'm going to do is spin to the right from a normal gliding turn. Something's going to fly in front of us and we're going to start spinning. Okay? Recover. Well done.
Yeah.
In a K13 it's really quite a non-event. There are some gliders that will continue rotating for up to 2 turns before they recover.
Okay.
I'm looking at the weather.
Yeah.
That shower is coming towards the airfield.
So should we...
No, we'll just make sure we're not too far away.
Okay.
Okay, we've got 2,500 feet. One more. This time I'll do it to the left. When I say recover, you have control.
Okay.
Recover. Okay, I have control for the moment.
You have control.
What you did with your feet, just follow me through,
Okay.
is take them from there to there. That's not full opposite rudder, is it?
No, it's
It
not.
felt like you had because there was a lot of resistance,
Yeah.
but it's not full opposite rudder.
Okay, so I need to press harder.
You need to press all the way to the end.
Alright.
Okay, I reckon we've got time for one more,
Okay.
and then we'll go soaring. Hang on a minute. This is weird. This one's going in and coming out by itself.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try that one to the left. When I say recover, you have control.
Okay.
Recover. Yes, well done. I have control.
You have control. So I just need to take note that it needs full opposite rudder.
Full opposite rudder. We're teaching a generic spin recovery which will work on everything. I'm hoping under the edge of this cloud we should get some lift, just in front of that shower. Not getting much at the moment.
This thing.
Yeah, that's the lift.
Yeah.
Okay, you have control.
I have
Just
control.
keep going forward a little bit longer and aim for the darkest bits of the cloud.
Aim for the darkest bits of the cloud. Yeah, that's a little bit.
We're getting a little bit of reduced sink, not a great deal of lift. Okay, a little bit of lift there. Go over to your left a little bit. Don't pedal. You only need the rudder pedal when you're moving the ailerons.
Yeah.
There you are, there's a little bit of lift. We just keep going along in this direction. Just fly slightly to the left. We should be able to get a little bit of sink there. Basically, we're just heading back towards the airfield now.
Yeah.
Now, you remember I said about doing circuits?
Yes.
Now, if you try to circuit from here, you've got nothing to compare it with.
Yep.
And you'll find it quite difficult. Turn to the
So
right.
head to the right and start downwards.
And now you're in lift.
Should I try to find this lift or?
Well, if you can stay in it. For some reason you switched the Vario off. Do you know how to work the Vario?
No, I do not.
Electric one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm looking at the manual one.
Yeah, we'll just keep circling while we're going up. This will do nicely. Slow down a little bit.
Slowing down a little bit. Wind seems to be quite variant.
See which way the wind is blowing us. It's blowing us away from the airfield.
Yep.
We've got to keep an eye on how far away we are. So did you think you'd find lift in conditions like this?
Sorry, well, there's a lot of cloud.
There's a lot of lift around too.
Quite a fair bit.
Hey, magic. What we must make sure that we don't get too far from the airfield.
Yep. So I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Just make sure that I don't get.
You remember the other airfield we saw? The one in front of you. That's Odium.
Odium.
Can you see the other airfield beyond that?
Yes, I do.
That's Farnborough.
Okay. Isn't that where they hold the air shows?
That's where they hold the air shows, yeah. When they do the air shows, they quite often use us as a sort of aiming point. Right. What we're going to do is work our way. You see that cloud over to your left?
Yes.
Head over that way, because I think this is taking us too far away.
Yeah. A bit lower speed.
Going back to flying the circuits, if we try to do a circuit from here, you've got nothing to compare it with.
So we have to head right.
So
To get
if
to
we have the height, we go up to the other end of the airfield and start from a high key point on this side.
Yep.
The reason we do the circuit and land on the same side of the runway is that
We don't cross
it avoids crossing over the runway,
especially
and
when,
if you meet somebody coming the other way, he's probably not looking where you are.
all right.
He's usually looking at where the airfield is. Now you're in a little bit of lift here, so we could slow down and just hang about here for a minute or two.
Give it a look. I remember it was somewhere that way. It's a bit of sick, really.
Turn back towards the airfield. Okay, I have control for a moment. What I want to do is just try over. See, the wind up here is quite strong, partly because the air coming down from that cumulus is accelerating down and then going out sideways. And you can see we're hardly making any movement over the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you have control, keep flying me this way.
All right. Seeing that there's a bit of headwind and we're not making much progress, should we just enter the base from here?
I think we're going to have to, because we haven't got enough height to get up to the other end.
Yep.
So we're just going to join the circuit where we can. We're 1,200 feet at the moment. It would take us about 600 feet to get up to the other end of the airfield. We haven't got enough height to do that. So what we'll do is just keep doing it, going this way until you can turn on to finals, and then we've got that difficult judgment of arranging a
good spot to
a spot landing somewhere on the grass this side of the runway.
Do you think it would be sound to do one circle?
Sorry?
Or how do we drop? How do you suggest we drop?
Well, how do we get down?
Yes. Do we use the brake or do a circle?
Yeah,
or?
no, just use the air brakes. If you
Just
turn
use
into wind, onto finals, not just yet,
Not
leave
just
it a little
yet.
bit,
Leave it a
because
little.
you're not quite lined up yet.
Yes, and the wind will blow us back a bit, won't it?
Yeah, it will, because it's still blowing, I think, from the southwest. Now turn on to finals. That sort of heading will give you a track down onto the runway. Now put out about half air brake.
Yeah.
Keep the speed at about 55.
Keeping the speed at 55.
Is the reference point moving up or down the canopy?
Sorry?
Do you know what I mean when I talk about reference points?
The point that you want to...
Your aiming
Yeah.
point.
I think it's staying fairly stationary.
Okay, looking good.
I think I want to back away from the tug a bit. Going at 55.
Straighten up. Try and straighten up just before you touch down.
Yeah.
Keep it straight, full right rudder.
Right rudder.
That's it. And put the brakes on and we'll stop.
At
Andrew, that was very impressive. Well done.
Thank you.
That was an aerotow. You started from about 500 feet. You took it up to 4,000 feet. I didn't need to intervene. I took it from you at one stage because I think you were getting worn out. And the spin recoveries and the stall recoveries were good. Are you happy with all of that?
Yes, that was actually quite exciting.
It was, wasn't it? This is a funny glider. It won't maintain a spin.
You mentioned that it was pulling itself out of spin, wasn't it?
We did a turn and a half and it was starting to come out by itself. So
very forgiving in that sense.
So if you want to take your hat off and stop the recording, I think when you edit that, it's going to make you feel quite seasick. There's an awful lot of movement in it.